Hello viewers, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Here we have an interesting exponential equation. We are told that x raised to power 3x raised to power 5 is the same thing as 25 raised to power 15, and then we are asked to solve for x. In solving this question, I'm going to apply some basic rules of indices. I've written some of them by this other side. They are going to be used in solving this question. So how do we solve this question for x? The first thing I am going to do here is to split this expression you have there. How do I split it? I'm going to split it into 3. X raised to power x raised to power 5 multiplied by x raised to power x raised to power 5, and then multiplied again by x raised to power x raised to power 5. This equals the 25 raised to power 15. Now, why did I split this into 3? You can see this rule of indices. X raised to power a multiplied by x raised to power b multiplied by x raised to power c is equal to x raised to power a plus b plus c. If you add these powers together, x raised to power 5 plus x raised to power 5 plus x raised to power 5 is the same thing as what? 3x raised to power 5. So the first thing I have done here is to split this expression into 3. Now the next thing I'm going to do here, since these 3 expressions are the same, I am going to write them as a single expression, and that is going to be x raised to power x raised to power 5 all cubed, since I have 3 of the expressions here. So this equals the 25 raised to power 15. But now that power 15, I want to manipulate it in such a way that I will get this 3 out from it. So I'm going to split this 15 into a power of 5 all cubed. Remember this rule of indices where these two powers can multiply themselves to give AB. So when you multiply the 5 by the 3, it takes us back to the 15. Why did I split this into 2? It is so that this power can cancel out that power. So what I have left now is x raised to power x raised to power 5 equals 25 raised to power 5. What do I do next to solve for x? Now, if you look at this whole expression, I want to take this x raised to power 5. I want to say let that x raised to power 5 equals a. So if x raised to power 5 is equal to a, let me make x the subject of the formula from there. How do I get rid of this power 5? I will have to multiply both sides by 1 over 5, a power of 1 over 5. So when you multiply this by 1 over 5, the 5 goes off. And when you multiply this by a power of 1 over 5, you get a raised to power 1 over 5, which is the same as the 5th root of a. So I am making this x raised to power 5 equals a, and then I made x the subject of the formula from there. Now, in place of this x, I want to write the 5th root of a there. In place of this x2, I'm also writing the 5th root of a again, all raised to power 5 equals that 25 raised to power 5. What do we do next? The next thing I am going to do here is this 5th root of a. Okay, let me bring this down first. I will have the 5th root of a raised to power the 5th root of a there. But that 5th root of a there, I want to write as a raised to power 1 over 5. Okay, it is still the same thing as this. So this will multiply that power 5 you have there and this equals the 25 raised to power 5. So from here, this can cancel this. So what do we have left? The fifth root of a raised to power a is left. Now this fifth root of a again, I want to write it as a raised to power 1 over 5. This multiplies this power a that is left. Okay? And this equals the 25 raised to power 5. So what do you have left from here? We would have a raised to power a over 5 equals 25 raised to power 5. So what do we do next? We need to solve for x, but here we're solving for a first. How do I get rid of these powers? I want to multiply both sides by this denominator of 5. Here try multiply by 5, so this 5 cancels this 5. What do we have left? A raised to power a is left by that side, and from the right hand side we're going to have 25 raised to power 25 left. Now can you remember this rule? If a raised to power a is equal to b raised to power b, the number on the power are the same, the base and the power are the same. From here it implies that a will be equal to b. A is equal to b, or you take the powers. So by comparison we can see that a is equal to what? 25. A is equal to 25. But then remember that we are asked to solve for x. Remember that we are asked to solve for x. What did I write here? I wrote that x is the fifth root of a. So substitute that in, bring that in. X is the fifth root of a. So from here, x should be equal to the fifth root of a, which happens to be 25. This is the solution to our question. You can still write this whole expression as 25 raised to power what? 1 over 5. In fact, you can also still write this answer as what? If we break down that 25, we're going to get 5 raised to power 2. The power 2 multiplies this power to give us 2 over 5. So the solution to this question can be expressed in 3 different forms. X is the fifth root of 25, or 25 raised to power 1 over 5, or 5 raised to power 2 over 5. Thank you for viewing. For more exciting videos like this, kindly subscribe to my channel and share my videos.